We're back. It's Sunday morning. It's 4:24 a.m. Rise and shine, motherfuckers. I have not risen and I have not shown yet. I have yet to figure out how to actually manage my camp. Hopefully they will be teaching me this at some point in the near future. Because as of yet, there is nothing here that shows me what I need to do. What is that icon? Home. Iron ore. What is this? Mysterious energy can be sensed here. Well, we should probably go check that out. Since it's right by where we live. Do, 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 do. Morning, Studman. Every time I have. Oh, I do want the water. Because water is useful for... What is that? Sugar. Yeah, for cooking. Did not mean to pick up the pot. We're gonna have to sell the pot. Dude, we're gonna gotta sell some pot in town. What's up, Lou? Good morning. Alright, it still is telling me about something in this area. Meow. Speaking of meows, I have a kitty cat over here who's not wanting to go lay down in her bed. She's being stubborn. She's playing with my scarf right now. Hang on. What are you doing, sweetie? You're supposed to go to bed. Come here. No, stop playing with my scarf. Stop. Stop. Here's your bed. Go to bed. She doesn't want to go to bed. She wants to play. Meow. How many? Alright, we're doing okay. There's something around here. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't uncovered it. It just says there's something of power around this area, and I haven't seen what it is. Oh, I wonder what it might be. Oh, might there be a cave down here that leads me underground? That might be a cave. Look at there, I found something. Okay. Can't seem to do anything with it yet. It definitely acts like it can be moved because it moves slightly when I touch it. Oh, hang on. Increase speed. Hello. Are these things interactable? Oh, yeah, there's something going on here. Pattern grab. Don't touch it. This is gonna be a puzzle. There's 3 different patterns. And these, oh man, there's like a red V on that. Also a red V on that one. They actually look about the same. There's a dragon head right there. This has definitely got to be the secret door that we're going to unlock. So we got to figure out the pattern. What's up, Heinrich? Good morning from Malta, he says. Good morning indeed. Played 5 hours yesterday, you're hooked? It is, it has a lot of flaws, but it is a really good game underneath it. Dude, the amount of people glazing, like, there's nothing wrong with control. If there wasn't anything wrong with controls, the developer wouldn't be patching the controls to fix it. Oh, that's funny. The tards are strong with this one. Oh, you did go to bed. Good girl. Thank you. Yeah, like I'm starting the morning here. We're not doing any missions. Like we just like I literally saw a thing in the map where it says there's potentially a source of power nearby or something strange. And I went, okay, let's go explore. And then it's like, well, where is it? It's got to be underground. Oh, it is underground. Well, let's go exploring. And so we're exploring this morning and not like we'll do missions later. The missions are always there. But just exploring out of the gate. All right. I don't know what pattern. That's like they're all different patterns. So let's just see what happens when we try to turn one. Huh. There are no clues that I can see at all. These look like they could be maps or something, but they're all like torched or dirty or something. Are they maps? Those are maps, I think. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot you can use your lantern here thing. Maybe there's some clues with the lantern. Yeah, it's like I think those are maps, and there's a big V marked. Anyway, I don't see any visible clues. In terms of what the fuck the pattern might be. Huh. Oh, hang on. You know what I just noticed? There's more V's. Hold up. God, the lighting in here is so bad. I don't know what the fuck, man. Kick it. Kick it again. What the fuck are these V's supposed to represent? These has got to be somehow clues. Oh, I wonder if I'm supposed to open up my actual map. And try to correlate. That doesn't make any sense though, because everything's under fog of war. And I have no frame of reference for what the mountains and stuff are that they're referring to. I tell you what, the lighting in here is atrocious. I'll tell you that much. So that's obviously like a town. I mean, is it supposed to be this place? This is the problem. Like, I can't see. Like, I don't feel like the lighting is bad in the game, but goddamn, the lighting here is really bad. Like, I can't see the map well enough to determine what the fuck they want me to make out. Oh, I Googled this just to see, and I just noticed your Brum said this as well. So those definitely represent points on the map, which I assumed they did. They are definitely not here. They are definitely off in the fog of war somewhere. And there are clues in the game world. All right, that's impressive, but also, like, I don't know. Yeah, the feedback I would have on that is that this would be the perfect opportunity not to make it easy, but to have a clue that when you go to scan the map or something, have there be a quest that pops up, goes into your quest journal, and says something along, it could be very vague. You'll need to search for clues in the world, you know, some sort of vague hint as to, because, I obviously, my brain said this looks like a map. Those must be marks in the map. My brain went, I wonder if that's related to the world map. If it is, it's probably stuff that's somewhere off in the fog of war because I don't see anything that looks like that on my current map. Also, this is extremely dark, like extremely dark, and hard for me to see what the fuck it is. Um, this is a perfect example of a quest that this needs to be a quest, not just a whole here's a puzzle room. Because here's the other thing too is many players are going to if there's not a quest that goes into your quest journal related to this, many players are going to completely forget about this room. Um, Yeah, I was literally looking all around this place going, there's got to be clues in this room. So the clues are not, um, you saw markers in my fog of war. Yeah, but I think those are related to different quests. Yeah, those are related to like bounties I have. Because I've got bounty quests off in my fog of war. Um, Yeah, something like where when you scan the map with the, because the lantern is supposed to be something that reveals clues to you, right? So this would be something where if you're scanning this with the map, I would love it if when you're scanning the map, it pops a quest up and says, you know, these markers might represent clues that you could find, and then it would place those markers on your world map for you to go explore. Um, that would be a fair way to do it without it being, hey, we're not giving anything away. We're just telling you that, yep, this is a map. Yep, these markers represent something. Yep, we could go find something here. Yep, you need to solve a puzzle. Because I tell you what, if I walk away from this right now, chances are I'm not going to remember this. Like, I'm not going to remember what the fuck this represents. Now, the the easy way to do this, I could just I could go Google it, and someone out there is going to have a website that has the answers. That's going to show me exactly what symbols I need to do, which takes away from the exploration, which is fine. But the other thing is just that this is an example of something where I like the concept of what they're presenting here. Here's a cool quest, not even a quest. Here's a cool puzzle chamber. The answers are out there in the game world. Go out there and find the answers in the game world. The challenge is finding the answers somewhere out there and then bring them back here. But without having any way to track what you're doing, um, this is an immediate. The average gamer is going to bounce off of this and never come back to it because the average gamer is not going to put this down in their notebook. The average gamer doesn't have a notebook. The average gamer doesn't take screenshots of things and try to remember it for 25 hours later. The average gamer wants to have something leading them forward. The biggest thing I would say would be to have this drop something in your quest journal. Um, yeah, this is cool. I mean, ultimately, this is really cool. But yeah, it needs some. This is an area of the game that needs some polish because people are going to bounce off. I mean, I'm at this point, I came in here looking for something really cool, and then I'm like, oh wait, I got to do like a 200-hour um, find these things on the map and try to remember that you even had the quest to begin with. Because here's the thing, like Cliff, if I'm playing Cliff right now, which I am, if I leave this chamber, I have no way to refer back to that map, right? Because it didn't put anything in a journal. It didn't put anything in a quest thing. So how the fuck is Cliff gonna remember this map? That's why there needs to be something that goes into like the quest journal, so that as a player I'm reminded when I'm in an area, oh yeah, there's a clue to that puzzle over here in this area. Yeah. Do the maps tie in or relate to the circle things in the pit? I went and Googled it, so I can tell you right now I can see what the Google answer is. The Google answer is that essentially if you go to the places that are marked on that map, um, when you get to those places in the game world, there are huge murals like painted onto the walls of cliffs that show you the patterns that you're supposed to use. So, yeah, there are 3 places in the game world that you're supposed to go that have these things painted on the walls of the cliffs, and that tells you the patterns. But the issue here is not giving you any sort of like way to track the quest. Because my brain immediately, the moment I leave here, I'm going to forget about this place because I'm going to go do quests. I'm going to go do quests, and I'm going to forget that I ever came across a puzzle room right here. Because I'm a quest-driven player. This is why I bounced off of Elite Dangerous. Because Elite Dangerous, I liked the, you know, this part, it's science fiction, it's fun. But the lack of any sort of, like, narrative pull. Hey, don't forget you have something over here to do, because I went off and did this other thing for 20 hours and then I forgot that I had that thing. So I'm totally using Google to solve this. I'm not going to go fucking wandering around the map for 200 hours trying to find this shit. So I'm looking at the answers on Google. You can dislike it all you want. I don't have the patience to deal with a thing that's not going to put something in my quest journal. This needs to be sun upright. I don't quite think that's upright. I think that that's right. What's the next one? I don't think it's quite there. Also, there's no, like, you know how a lot of puzzles, when you get the, I'm thinking like Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, because that game had great puzzles. When you would be doing this, Indiana would be talking to you as you did the puzzle. And he would say things like, well, I think that's the way it's supposed to go, you know? Or, that doesn't feel right. Because right now there's no sort of audio, there's not even an audio clue to let you know that you have these in the right position. Feedback on poor quest design implementation. I love the concept, but it needs some polish. Horsey on the bottom right. I'm thinking. Okay, there we go. Thanks to whoever figured that out on Google.com. Again, love the concept. Hate the implementation. You're not a real gamer, Renfail. You cheated. You're goddamn right I did. There's so many hours in the day. I'm not wasting 200 of mine trying to figure out a fucking puzzle that should have been in a quest journal to begin with. Fruit flies and rats. Oh, you know what? I think I also missed. Ralph says I never would have figured that out. I either had to Google it as well. Yeah, there's... Oh, hello. How come I didn't see this the first time I was in here? There was a memory.
Something's off about this war. I can feel
The rumors are true. There's a weapon hidden somewhere close.
A weapon? I didn't find a weapon.
What? A weapon? I was told there'd be gold.
A weapon, I swear. I'm certain of it.
No, I swear it's gold. How's a weapon supposed to feed me?
All right. Overall, like I said, I do love the concept, but I got more important stuff to do. It'll be really interesting to see what pressure points Pearl Abyss alleviates with the patches that they're working on right now. Because they said yesterday that their number one focus right now is fixing the controls. So that's going to be very interesting to see how they do. Really interesting to see what they fix and how they modify and what they refine. Yeah, we need something to track for sure. Otherwise, like I said, vast majority of people are not going to remember that that kind of stuff is there. As a reminder, everybody, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. We are currently only focusing on the chat over on Twitch and YouTube, given the amount of just sheer trolls and racist attacks on my wife over the past few days. We've locked everything down to members only and subscribers only. So if you're watching on Kick or TikTok this morning, I will not be interacting with the chats over there, but you are free to view. I am going to, however, answer one comment that I saw over on TikTok, which I think is hilarious. Obviously a troll, and this is why I'm only reacting to people who are paying subscribers or paying members right now over on Twitch and YouTube. I wish I could continue following your content, says Dinkus, but I don't want to follow someone who only does this for money and not the fans. You were never a fan to begin with, Dinkus. And this is my job. This is what I've been doing full time for 5 years. It was never about you. Ever. I am me. The only people I care about in life are me, myself, and I, and my wife. I am here doing this in front of a camera to make a living. So yes, I am all about the cheddar. I am all about that. That's all I care about. Cheddar is what gets you forward in life. It's what pays the bills. It's what puts food on the table. It's what blah, 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 blah. As an entertainer, I am no different than a person on a stage singing a song in front of an audience. If you like my songs, you can buy a ticket to the show and you can get down there in the crowd and enjoy the show along with everybody else. But when the moment you start being disruptive or demanding things of me, security kicks your ass out the door. The fact that you think it's all about you shows me that you have a snowflake mentality and you can fuck right off back to Reddit where you came from. I don't want you here. That's how that works. So congratulations, you got a personalized response from me. Only to tell you to fuck off. I am all about the money. That's the only reason I'm here doing this. If I didn't care about the money, I would be playing games offline in my spare time. JK, but Red, why aren't you all about me? The man-child living in my mom's basement. How dare you not give me my personal attention? Why aren't you responding to my chat? The twat waffles are strong today, children. Can you summon companions to where you are? Hang on, I think I misread what you just posted, Dribrom. You can summon your companions to where you are. Can be used for fast travel. So you're hold on. So do the companions stay where you leave them when you last played them? I haven't bothered to try the other companion. Like, they gave me her and I just ignored her because I'm playing the game as Cliff. I don't want to play the game as whatever her name was. All right, I think I need to... They stay where you leave them? That's interesting. So... That's an interesting way to, like, fast travel around the map. You're not wrong. That's interesting. Hey, you. You're finally awake. What's up, Thandar? Stop the game and give me attention. Where? Exactly. Exactly, Stedman. All right. I think I'm meant to progress the main quest more. That's why it hasn't taught me how to do anything with my companion. Hang on. Carl manages the camp's provisions. Do I need to go talk to Carl? How do I, like, do camp management?
If you grow up hungry, you never stop thinking of food.
Manage
You learn-
provisions. You can donate funds and goods to the provision keepers to significantly boost the camp's growth. You can also store and package acquired trade goods and prepare them to be loaded onto your horse or wagon. You can also recover lost and uncollected items through the provisioner using recover items. That sounds like a lot of complexities.
You got any good trading goods?
No items to recover.
You could fatten the camp's funds through a bit of trading.
Okay. So is this like another storage chest? Or is this all going to go towards the camp? I don't fucking understand how this works. Well, here, I'm not going to use this axe. Donate funds? No. Donate goods? Not quite sure exactly what that did. Here, I have 2 lanterns. Hang on. I can't store that, though. Jesus, no, I don't want to give him all my coin. No, I don't want to do that either. So, what are trade goods? I mean, it's acting like... I don't want to put stuff in here that I need for my own personal crafting is the problem. How about some of these bugs? No, because those do things. Damn it! Donate that. See, I'm not seeing that it's putting anything in there. Because it says camp provisions, right? And then but nothing I'm donating is going into the camp provision tab. So I wonder if there's a different type of resource that I haven't come across yet. Because I'm not seeing even... where does it... Hang on, let me look at the top here. How many do you want to donate? This is going to give me... The grain icon should go up from 53 to 61, right? 62, my bad. Okay. So that's what that's doing. each one of these... Okay, this is very fucking confusing. So at the top right, you have all of those icons that represent the types of provisions. I don't understand what this icon is. Like above me. I don't understand what the fuck is supposed to go in here. Because none of what I have in my inventory is going up here. That's weird. I don't quite understand that part. You can sell trade goods to special vendors? Huh. Carl! Kyle! Reminds me of, God, there's an Australian comedian, Carl... Fuck, he's bald. I can't remember his last name. He has a joke about his name. The way people pronounced it. Kyle. Kyle! And this also pushes up the grains. Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, this would push up what? Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen how this is good for crafting anywhere, so let's donate the stone. Eventually, I'm assuming we're going to be given a way to actually work at the camp. Like, build up the camp. I haven't seen that yet, though. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do here for now.
You could fatten the camps. Once you have another load of trade goods, bring them right to me.
Explore the camp to find the newly placed items. Really? So they, like, get placed somewhere? That's interesting. What I really want to know is how do I build things at the camp? And how do I explore? I'm assuming I need to progress the storyline more to unlock more stuff related to the camp. To get, like, the camp settlement system fully unlocked. And to be able to, like, build things and send my minions out on missions. Because I saw all that stuff in the preview footage. But there doesn't appear to be any way to do any of that at the moment. Dun, 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 the way you want. Okay. Alright. Let's stop fapping about and go do some quests. But I got a skill point to spend. I'm taking more hit points. But I need 2. I'll get full save. Okay, main quest. Howling Hills, Familiar Curses. Rumor is there's a grey man causing a rampage at St. Hallis's House of Healing. Head there. That's way the fuck up in the middle of nowhere. I've not been there. But we can take the road. We can go south from here. While I'm doing that, I'm getting more coffee. Hang on, Dribrum just said under other guide, there's a camp management guide, which I probably need to go check out now. Yeah, but it doesn't, I haven't unlocked anything related to it yet, so it's all based on like the quests, I guess. Because we haven't gotten there yet to learn what we're supposed to do.
Hiya! Hiya!
I don't see anything in the immediate vicinity. I'm looking for icons. I don't see anything.
Stop right there. This place is off limits.
Halt! You cannot go any further.
They won't even let us visit.
Is this truly a place of healing?
Doesn't sound like it to me.
It's all very suspicious.
Something the matter?
My son was admitted here, but they won't let me see him. Everyone says that no one leaves until their treatment is done.
My family's in the same situation, aren't they?
I heard there's someone smuggling Halcyus robes nearby.
But the price they're asking is absurd.
There's no sneaking in either.
Oh, you want to make a bet about that?
Doesn't the Church of Hernan sell entry passes?
Should I go all the way back to Hernand?
So, We heard them say something about sneaking. We heard something about buying a pass. There's also disguises, which I don't have yet. Hi, guys. What happens if I just walk past you?
Stop right there. You have a pass, don't you?
Pardon me, just passing through.
Need a pass to enter. No exceptions.
Just let me through.
Someone's looking for trouble here.
You're a stubborn one.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Doesn't have a pass. Toss him out.
Yeet!
What are you doing?
Don't even think about trying to sneak in. Our guards are all over the place.
Well, I am not trying to be a stealthy character in this game, so I obviously need to find a pass. They said something about Hernand. They're not necessarily going to talk to me again. What does my quest journal say? That's all it says. So, another example of the game needing to do a better job of tracking information. Pretty much every single other game I would play at this point, the quest journal would have underneath it. By the way, we're playing playing Greedfall 2 right now. Greedfall 2 does a great job of this. All of the quests that we do have multiple steps, and every time you complete or get a clue or find information, it will put it into your quest journal underneath the entry, and it'll say something like, "You've discovered that there might be multiple ways to enter the halls of healing. You can either find a disguise, get a hall pass back in X destination, or try to sneak your way in," reminding the player that there are multiple ways to complete the objective. Here, we have been given a clue in the form of a woman who said, "Well, you could sneak in, and I've also heard they're giving out passes in Hernand." Okay, that's great. Who is giving out passes in Hernand? Who might we need to go talk to in Hernand, right? They haven't given me any of that information. That's fine, but at least put it in the journal somewhere, because right now all it says is the exact same quest. Literally, the quest dialogue has not updated at all. That is, I would argue, this feeds into the narrative that certain people have about how, oh, yellow paint players need to just stop playing the game. It's not meant for yellow paint players. And I look at this and go, that's lazy game development. That has nothing to do with, yellow paint players. That has to do with even the most indie games of indie games with the most low budget possible are including updating quest dialogues and updating quest trackers that remind you of the things that you need to be doing. This goes back 20 years in game design and says, now we're not going to do any of that. You can take your own notes and put them in your journal. Yeah, you should be writing that stuff down. You should be going to Google to find this information out. We don't want to help guide you. It's lazy game dev. I would love to know the reasoning for not including the tips that you have heard
Your reason for being here
in the quest journal. Like, there has to be a reason for it. Other than just, we want the players to figure it out. Good morning, Allie. Well, since they said something about going back to buy a pass. Hang on, there was a little icon down here.
Are you simple? You want to get inside, don't you? You seem reasonable. How about we make a deal? There is a quick and simple way to get in.
I'm
Show
listening.
me a bit of goodwill, and maybe I'll tell you. Think it over.
10 coins to buy the disguise. Holy shit, that's half my money. I bet if I had to guess that the pass, if I go by the pass is also going to be 10 coins. So since we're here,
Here, put this on, and you can come and go as you please. Keep your head down, and you won't get caught. But if you do, best forget you ever met me.
bum bum. Oh, looks like there was multiple items I need to put on. You're so pretty the way you are. Okay. Equip. 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 I am nothing but a lowly monk with a shield and an arrow's bow.
Halt! Haven't seen you before.
I was dispatched just recently.
Shouldn't be a problem. You can go in. Don't be frightened by them.
Thanks for the advice.
Ralph says this is cool. My approach was way different. Didn't know that could happen. Yeah, there seems to be lots of ways to do all the things in the game. This is a rather big place. Oh, there's a sultry maid. Hi there.
More beggars than ever these days, and the thieving's got worse with them. Thanks Solomon the guards still bother to patrol.
Look for the Greymane at the House of Healing. Crazy patience, man. Hang on. Can I take the timber? Thank you. Free wood. I'll never turn that down. That's what she said. What are the cages for?
All right, mate.
Okay then. Dude, this is a big ass place. I mean, I'm gonna save the game. I haven't tried to steal yet. I don't know what the... God, that's the other thing. They need to make it easier to save the fucking game. Like, I gotta go through like 6 menus to get to the save section. That's what we talk about when we're talking about how the controls suck. Oh shit, so there's a theft meter that goes off. What does that mean? Shit, what does that mean? I saved. So every time you steal something, what, it goes off and then somebody can come investigate? Or how does that work? I don't quite understand what just happened. Someone saw me? Yeah, but it didn't, like, no one was here. It does a red bubble, and then it has, like, a cooldown. The map is pulsing. And then it goes away. I don't understand the red bubble. What does that mean? I'm assuming it's like the radius, and what if someone's within the radius, they see you? I'm confused. I did not mean to discard the book. Pick it back up again. Oh, I've learned how to craft jewelry, maybe? Yeah, I'm guessing it's got to be line of sight, Allie. Definitely not going outside.
Well met, friend.
Well met, indeed. Oh, we got cells. Maybe there's something in one of these cells. It could be a noise-related thing. I would need to spend more time testing how thieving works to, like, because that brief example of it has me very confused about what was going on. Dude, I have yet to find anybody. Another thing that would be great if there was, like, clues. Like, if you could talk to an NPC and be like, "Hey, by chance, have you ever heard of a Greymane being healed here?" And instead they're like, "No, go wander around this huge fucking campus for 30 minutes." Oh, I'm such a whiny little bitch.
Hail, whatever the sin, only Solomon holds the truth of them.
Sorry, kids, I'm spoiled by yellow paint. I think we were already in this area before. Come here, lady.
Our neighbors to the east are not shy about their splendor.
Peace glitters like glass,
and shatters just as easily. It's wise to remain vigilant, even in times of peace.
We just follow orders.
Okay.
Got a complaint? Take it up with the commander.
You only learn of your true self once you've understood the pain of others.
The hidden sin is a slow poison. It'll rot you from within if left to fester. End your sins and make amends.
See, I wish when you zoomed the map, it showed you all the buildings in this place. I'm guessing there's nothing down here. Well, yeah. Kick him off the cliff? No.
Be well.
Well, it's obviously got to be in here somewhere because...
Well met, friend. Peace glitters
This,
like glass.
it's like the only
and
big
shatters
building.
just as easily.
Let's go look outside. I guess there's also... No, see, the moment I come outside, I lose the tracker, so it's...
Watch it.
Yeah.
I am aware about the town bell thing, yep. I have started to Google stuff, Allie, because I'm losing my patience. I realize that is a me thing, and people can mock me all they want about that, but I do have a schedule I have to keep to in terms of I don't need every game to become a 200-hour figure everything out playthrough. I don't. Like, I don't mind the occasional wander around and figure stuff out game, but I'm a big fan of yellow paint. I'm a big fan of guided tours, curated experiences. I'm a big fan of all that. Because I only have so many hours in the day, so I don't need to be spending my precious hours, like, figuring things out, if that makes sense.
What is a proper lunatic's coming this time?
Ah, this might be a clue.
Mad. Get me away from those lunatics.
He said something about a proper lunatic has come in this time. Oh, 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 oh. Back it up, back it in. This will be a memory. Where'd it go? There it goes.
Trying to move.
Stay in line. I told you, I'm not ill. And that lunatic.
So he ran down the well?
Baptize anyone we see. If you can't be useful, at least don't be a sack of shite.
Hey, come on now, calm down. Oh, it's harder to carry him unconscious.
Fuck, those damn bastards are swear.
All right, everyone, stay put. Don't waste your strength. You won't escape here anyway, unless you can leap the roof.
Okay. Did he?
Word is, a proper lunatic's come in this time.
What the fuck was the point of that right there? Like, what is the point of lowering a bucket into a well and bringing the bucket back up if it doesn't serve a purpose? Like, I can't interact with the bucket, that it just... That seems like one of the most pointless things you could do. Like, why have that in the game at all? Huh. Stedman says, I like these flashback visions, but stuff seems so confusing. Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I don't think that, like, the quest markers aren't the thing for me. It's the lack of anything going into your journal at all. And, like, I'm just wandering around with my lantern drawn because I'm looking for memories to pop up. Yeah, fuck this. I'm Googling this shit. I'm not going to sit here for 45 minutes to try to figure it out. Familiar Curses is the name of the quest. What's up, Gene? On the second floor, you're looking for a man fighting patience. So we obviously need to go up to the second floor, which I'm on. So I'm looking for a man fighting. This is probably it right here.
You fucker! How can you do this to people? You bastards! All you fuckers are dead!
Help him! He's about to be cleansed!
I'll take care of it. You get that one.
He's about to be cleansed.
Due for cleansing.
Cleanse my arsehole!
Jan.
Cliff! You're alive! It's been ages!
What are you doing here?
Shit! I'd be a corpse if it weren't for you. Got what's coming to them. Fuckers! Everyone here's lost their damn minds. Come on, I'll show you what those sick cunts are up to.
Yeah, Studman, that's probably the biggest thing that I'm bouncing off of right now. Where did he go?
The cunts running this place are the mental ones. They're locking folks up and scrambling their brains like eggs.
How?
They stuff some strange iron helmet on your head to do it.
And then?
And then, it makes a man pliant as a lint cock.
But yeah, that's been the point that I'm bouncing off the most. It's not the lack of quests, because I can deal with a game that doesn't necessarily give me lots of quest markers, but the lack of any information going in your journal is starting to get annoying after like a dozen hours into the game. Because I don't want to have to figure everything out. Like
Why? You should be thanking me. I'll be cleansing all those evil thoughts.
Oh, you fucker!
Live an honest life, cunt knuckle.
Cunt knuckle. Oh, that is a new word, kids.
Thank you. I shall live honorably.
Cunt
Well, that's
knuckle.
sorted. Told you I came here for a reason.
That's up there with knuckle fucker.
Suppose we can safely fuck off now.
Yeah.
Jan, what the hell's going on?
You mean me with these cunt flaps?
Cunt flaps.
I'll tell you while we ride. Hop on.
Cunt flaps. Hang on, he wants me to hop on. Hang on. I haven't come across this before. This is probably lavender.
Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gathering goodies, man.
We should get the fuck out of here.
Grace has just accidentally shield bashed a few citizens, killed 2, and dropped my contribution level like 5. Oh no.
Turns out my clock's still got a few ticks left. I just wandered aimlessly.
Yeah,
after
the
that,
swearing
trying to
vocabulary
find any
is
was
on
still
point.
alive.
How the hell did you get yourself locked up here?
Oh, well, it started, as worthwhile tales often do, in a tavern. Yeah, I was just having a drink, and I heard some bastards at the next table over flapping their gums about the grey mains getting crushed by the black bears. Well, of course, couldn't let that stand. Had to teach them a proper lesson. How could I have known they all worked at Alcius? Or that there was so
Accidentally.
fucking many of them. Bastards just overwhelmed me, dragged me off. And once I got in, I realised the place was crawling with fucking lunatics.
Lunatics.
Oh, that helmet. It's a Delician invention. I've seen men go mad as soon as they put it on. Though, I've also seen fuckers march about utterly unaffected, so who knows? Might just ask the inventor about it. He's some supposed genius named Marnie. Hey, by the way, where the hell have you been all this time?
Here and there. Got us a new camp in Hernand.
A new camp? How'd you pull that one off? You do know a tent pitched on the street's a far cry from a camp, don't you?
How about Howling Hill? A gift from Marquis Circus.
The Marquis of Hernand? You didn't waste any time making friends. Anyway, you heard anything? You know, from the others.
Yes, a few of them. Marius, Carl, lost.
I knew they wouldn't have died so easily. Yeah, I bet Marius is still bitching, and Ross is still bending over backwards for him.
Have you heard about any of the others?
I did pick up a few scraps of gossip at the tavern. Well, it's all horse piss. Nothing I'd stake my life on.
He just ran over something. There was a blood splatter in the grass.
Those lunatics should be off our arses by now.
number one most important thing that has to happen right away. Dun, 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 dun. That is the full set, is it not? That did not do what I wanted it to do. Ungroup. Where are we going, buddy? Yeah, auto save for the win, Gray.
You go on ahead. I've got some business to take care of.
Business? You mean the
I'll come
whorehouse?
with
I don't think the whorehouse counts as business, sir.
I've still got a good bit of drinking to catch up on. Think of all them kegs that went undrunk while I was locked up.
All right. Just stay out of trouble.
I'm a master camper, it says. Well, it's better than a masturbator. But tis. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. It said something about region blocked. Now that Jan's back within the fold, the search for the rest of the scattered souls begins. Return to camp and speak with Marius. Is that what that means then? No, that's a bounty. How do I know? Because it said something about region is blocked. It means nothing to me. Factions, maybe? The ladies of the night. You got me coming downtown. Ladies of the night. They're too fucking expensive. Whoa! Alright. Goldleaf Guildhouse. Yeah, see, I don't understand what it meant when it said the region is locked. Like, I'm really confused by that. I know at one point they had us do like a castle encampment at the very beginning of the game, and it mentioned something about something, but I would have to go like look at the tutorial again. Because it just like as I was getting here, it's like the region is locked, and I'm like, but what? Why does that matter? Like to the quest that I'm doing right now? Teach me more about the settlement system, sir.
Don't worry so much, Marius. If it's those two, they'll be fine.
Perhaps, but still.
Marius.
There's no need to stress. Come on. Our comrades are finding their way back. You're overthinking
We'll
as
be
always.
off now. Rest up.
Chin up, Marius. Chin up. Hey, lad. Let's go.
Call on us if you need anything. All right?
All right.
Marius.
Cliff!
What is it?
Clifford!
I've had no word from Naira or Andrew. Count Grace's estate isn't that far from here. But still nothing. It's not like them. I don't doubt their skill, but I can't shake this feeling.
I'll look into it. But I'm sure they're fine.
Hearing you just say it almost makes me believe it.
Oh, let's talk this out. Shut up and walk straight. Whoa! So this is our new home?
Dwayne!
Marry us! Oh, black bear fucks do that, huh? Eh?
Who have you got there?
Oh, nabbed him looting a farmhouse on my way here. Seems he was hunting us. I just got to him first. Get these fucking ropes off me! I'd kill him if he wasn't worth some coin. Gonna collect his bounty and buy us all a real nice meal.
That's gotta be
How did you
Alex.
find us?
Oh, by the smell. Come on, we're finally reunited.
That's gotta be Alex. Let me go check Twitter really quick, because I think he did a post yesterday that said the two characters he played. I'm almost certain that's Alex.
I'll get my revenge, you dog-eater.
Hang on. I gotta go find the post now. Yep, he does Dwayne as well as Matthias. So that's Alex Jordan. He played Rook. He was the male Rook in Dragon Age Veilguard, as well as Jan in The Altars. He's a really talented voice actor. Not necessarily one of the most well-known, but he's done quite a bit of work in recent years.
I'll make a trophy with your head.
Well, I'm supposing we just leave him there.
Cozy home and good company. I've missed this. How have you managed without me, Cliff? Don't worry, I'm back now.
Don't worry, I'm back now. Is this the first time it's been raining?
Take care.
It's been an enjoyable game so far, Gene, but it has a lot of it's got a lot of rough edges. Gray says being halted at the castle gates every time just to be inspected is really annoying. That's part of the there's lots of little things in this game that are really annoying. Fun. It is a fun game, but there are a lot of things that are really annoying. Dude, I need to make some money. I am a broke ass bitch right now.
I'll get my revenge, you dog-eater.
I can't interact with him at all.
I'll make a trophy with your head.
They are patching the controls. Yeah.
I'll get my revenge, you dog-eater. You'll regret this.
I doubt I'll regret it. I don't regret much in life. Everything you've ever done leads you to what you are, and if you have a good life, well, you have nothing to thank but your past decisions for that. I don't think there's anything wrong with reflecting on things that you think you might have done wrong and using that as a guidepost for how to do the next things better. But always living your life regretting things or looking backwards is just not the way to do it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And now I'm gonna have ghost songs in my head all day. You call on me.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, something over there.
Hiya. Faster. Go. Ho.
Dude, get off the fucking horse. It's glitching out on the fence. Take down 5 enemies with a bow in 60 seconds? Not at the moment. My bow sucks ass. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Unless I upgrade my bow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did it suddenly change the over-the-shoulder POV? That was weird. Oh, there's something way up there in the hills. Wah! Wah! That's right. Yank that arm around, buddy. Get your rotator cuff exercises in for the day. Alright, Cliff. Please don't make me need another stupid costume to get in here. Oh, is he dead? Well, there are bodies everywhere.
So many bodies. Like a war swept through. The whole Nair and that became clear.
Cliff! Oh, Jesus. Put the control down! No! I wasn't ready. I had the controller in my lap. What just happened? They just fucking froze me or something. Jesus. Alright, the controller was in my lap there for a second. What do I think is the strongest aspect going for this game? Exploration, Allie. The exploration is definitely, like, I think at the very beginning of the stream, a perfect example of that was like, I opened up the game and I was like, what do I want to do? And then I looked at the map and there was a like a question mark on the map right next to where I was, which led me to, oh, well, let's go see what that is. It's right around the corner, as opposed to let's just go do a quest. The other thing is like the ability to like any open world game. It's kind of shitty right now because it's raining, but anything you can see, you can go to. And but I can appreciate that about any open world game. So I would say that that's a cool feature. I know that I don't rate games, and people are always asking me, "What do you rate the game? What do you rate the game?" And for the purpose of context, I would say that if I was asked to rate the game as it sits right now, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. It has some really enjoyable components. However, it is plagued by an absolutely atrocious controller scheme, which they are patching. And granted, I will give them credit for, working on that. but the lack of the controller scheme is just ridiculous. The second would be, for me anyway, like we were doing that when we found that puzzle room earlier this morning, and it's just a room with symbols and stuff, and you're left going, I don't know what any of this means. Maybe that has to do something with the world map, but I can't tell because the whole world map is covered under fog of war. The game completely lacks, and we also talked about this in relation to the House of Healing quest we were doing earlier. The game lacks any sort of guidance in terms of things going into your quest journal, or the quest journal actively updating as you find clues. It seems like the developers were very lazy about having Cliff's journey be updated in any way, shape, or form, and they're like, you're going to need to have your own journal. And the other would be like the inventory is dog shit. Like, sorry, when you won't let me, like, they give me a storage chest right at my camp, but I'm not allowed to put anything in my storage chest. It's just, here's a storage chest. Your overflow will go into the storage chest, but you're not allowed to manually put anything from your inventory into that storage chest. Like, what? What the fuck? I can't put things into a storage chest. Then why the fuck did you give me a storage chest? Call it an overflow chest. Don't call it a storage chest. Call it an overflow chest. Because if I can't put things into it, what's the point? It's right there by my bed, but I can't do anything with it other than take things out. What would be the other? Like I said, so I mean, it's I like the exploration, but I am definitely bouncing off of quite a few things that need a lot of work and need a lot of polish. In a lot of ways, this feels like a really polished early access title. It does not feel like a game that, they spent 7 years and I believe around $144 million to develop this. And I'm just sitting here going, really? Because a lot of this stuff feels like normal, like indie games. Indie games have quest trackers. Indie games have like a quest updater so that when you're on a quest, it updates you with information as you come across it. Like indie developers do this. And here you have a AAA company who has spent $144 million on a game, and they can't have like you find a puzzle room and it doesn't put the puzzle in your quest journal as like, here's this puzzle, find hints in the world, or they can't, put like, it's lazy game dev, is what it comes down to. Or if they have reasons for it, I would love to hear those reasons, because a lot of developers will have reasons why they don't do certain things. I mean, I think that that's fair, but those reasons might need. Yeah, journal tracking is the bare minimum for a 2026. Oh, and the other thing is a complete lack of key bindings. Check this shit out. Like, you can't key bind anything on the controller. You can't keybind anything. And here's the other one. Go to the accessibility options. There's nothing in the accessibility. You would expect accessibility options to have things that are for people who have disabilities. There's nothing in this menu that has anything to do with people who have disabilities. There's no like colorblind mode. There's no like speech to text mode. It's 2026. Like, games need to have accessibility options for people who are playing with disabilities / handicaps. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. It's a fun game. I'm having fun with the gameplay. The game world is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I would hard 5 or 6 out of 10 right now if I was forced to rate it. I don't rate games in my reviews, but that would be my after I've been playing for like 15 hours or something, and I'm just bouncing off a lot of this stuff. In 2026, Stedman says accessibility options are usually about 2 pages long. Yeah, I'm sure these are things that they will be working on and patching into the game over time, but it does feel like they kind of rushed this to launch because they were out of money, and they spent way too. Because remember, it was started off as an MMO that they then shifted to make into a single player game. So I kind of feel like some of the stuff that happened along that path got lost in the rush to get it out the door, because we got to get it. God, come on, guys, we've done 7 years, $144 million. We got to get this out the door. Come on, like just ship it. I mean, Stalker 2 was in the same boat. Stalker 2 launched. It was fun. It was a buggy hot mess with a lot of issues, and they spent the last year and a half just patching the shit out of Stalker 2. And Stalker 2 is in a much better place now, a year and a half. Has it been a year and a half or 2 years? It's been like a year and a half, I think, since, or maybe just a year. I feel like it's been like a year and a half. But yeah, definitely feels bare bones. Yeah, exactly. Feels bare bones in areas. So yeah, I mean, overall, I'm enjoying it, but the complete lack of any sort of quest update stuff is a big thing. The puzzles is a weird thing, because I've had a lot of people say that the puzzles are too hard. I've found some puzzles that were not difficult, but the puzzle room we found this morning, where it was like, here's a room with 3 symbols, and then there's like world maps on the wall, but they're extremely unlit, so it's really hard to see what you're looking at. And then they didn't put that quest, they didn't put that puzzle room in your quest journal, right? That felt like a huge oversight. Because like we were talking about earlier in the stream, if I'm a player and I stumble across this puzzle room, I'm going to want to solve that puzzle. But none of the hints to solve the puzzle are really there. It's just, here's a world map and there's some markers on the world map. But then when you open up your world map, you can't see where those markers are because of the fog of war. So you have no frame of reference if what you're looking for is actually your world map or if it's something else. It would have been much better for that puzzle room, as you enter in, to immediately be tracked as a puzzle quest. That go into your journal. It can be super vague. Just be like, you need to find hints. Perhaps these symbols can be found somewhere in the game world. And then you have a tracked quest to remind you that that puzzle room is there and that you have that puzzle quest to solve. Because as of right now, the fact that it doesn't save any of that information, if I'm the normal gamer, like my wife, and I walk into that room and I don't immediately figure, like, is this a puzzle? I think this is a puzzle. But then I go away and do quests. If I don't get reminded that that puzzle is there, I'm going to forget about it. Because I'm going to go do 20 hours of questing. And then that puzzle that you showed me 20 hours ago that didn't get put in my quest tracker, what puzzle? I finished the game already. That puzzle never got finished. That felt really weird. The puzzles that you use to, like, where you're using your powers to manipulate things, I haven't found those to be difficult. Those are things I've seen a lot of people complaining about those being difficult. I'm typically not that bad with those type of puzzles. So, like, manipulating things, tinkering with things, moving things around, symbols and stuff. Those have been kind of fun. We're gonna. It'll just wait till later, Allie, because we've got a fun video we're gonna be doing today. I think I've been waiting for the perfect moment for it to show up. This might be it. But the people who are talking about how yellow paint players shouldn't be playing this game, those idiots are retards. Like, those are little retards who are making those statements. Because you know what I'm looking at right now? Is my fat head in the way? Here. What is that right there, kids? Do you see what that is? What is that? Anybody tell me? It's color-coded. It should be really easy. That, my friends, is yellow paint. And all of the objects that you need to interact with for quests have glowing particle effects on them, which are also yellow paint. So the people out there who say things like, this game isn't meant for yellow paint players, it doesn't hold your hand. Yes, it does hold your hand. in many, many ways. It definitely gives you yellow paint and glowing particle effects and a big red X to tell you that's where you need to go, right? So in some areas, the game does a really good job of guiding you, right? But in other areas, it completely fails to guide you. So there seems to be a weird disconnect where they do very good. Yeah, that is very yellow, exactly, Studman. That is very yellow, right? That is the epitome of a giant spray painted yellow area on the map that says, "Go here. Here's your quest." That red X, that's where you're supposed. That's yellow paint. That's yellow paint. So the people who claim that this game isn't for people who need guidance, or that go home, get good, learn how to play. This game isn't for the weak-minded. This game isn't for people who like to do, who like challenge. This game, no. And my favorite is the people who say learn the controls, get good. There's nothing wrong with the controls. It's just you suck as a player. The fact that Pearl Abyss put an emergency statement out last night that said, hey, we know that the controls suck and we are immediately patching that. We are doing an emergency fix on the controls because we realize they're bad for controllers and mouse and keyboard. Big statement on their website. That's the #1 issue they are working on patching right now. Shows you that it has nothing to do with get good, learn the controls. The developers recognize our control scheme sucks. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to fix it. So all of those diehard, people who are making content about how this game isn't for casual gamers, or especially the ones who mocked, there are content creators who mocked the review websites like IGN and stuff, where the writer would say something like, the controls were bad and not intuitive, and as a result, I'm going to give this game a lower score because the controls sucked. And all these White Knight diehards are like, that's not true. You just don't know how to play. Get good. The fact that they are patching those controls proves that it was never about that, and that the intention of Pearl Abyss was never to create a controller layout or a mouse and keyboard layout that was unintuitive and difficult for the player to figure out. The fact that they are making that an emergency fix shows that they realize that they messed up. But it also calls into question how these control schemes got past 7 years of development and a rumored $140+ million budget to make it to launch. How did that stuff get past beta testing and all the other stuff? Hang on, I'm gonna go scroll up through chat here. Yellow paint players shouldn't play, and we just use get good excuse, right? Ali says you could probably make the case that it guides you with things that are simplistic, but other things that need some form of guidance. There are areas where the game does a good job of, the NPCs will give you clues. They'll tell you things like, earlier we were at the House of Healing, and they said, the NPCs that we were listening to said something about well, you could sneak in, maybe you'll need to buy a pass, or perhaps get a disguise. And then there was a pop-up on the screen that said that. But then it never tracked it in the quest journal, right? So when you go look at the quest, it just says the same thing, find this dude in the Halls of Healing, right? But it never updated the quest, whereas 99% of the games that I play on a regular basis, even indie games with a $10 million budget, will have an automatic update to the quest journal, which would say, in order to enter the House of Healing, you need to find a disguise, sneak in, or buy a pass. And it would that's it. You don't have to say anything else. Super, vague, but also gives you the 3 different ways to get in. But this game doesn't do that. There's no information that goes into your quest journal. That is what I would consider a lack of polish. And it has nothing to do with hand-holding. It's about giving the player useful information about what they need to do the next step. Because if I get sidetracked and I go do another quest, or let's say I have to log out for the day, right? It can legitimately happen. My wife needs me, my kids need me, my husband needs me. It's the end of my stream session, I gotta go to work. Whatever the case might be, that might be where I log out for the day. And I might not remember when I come back tomorrow, I might not remember the 3 things that that random NPC on the side of the road said in terms of sneak in, you know, find a disguise, or buy a pass. Like, I might not remember that. And for all the people, all the diehard White Knights who are like, well, just write it down in a journal. That's not how modern game development works. Quality of life in most modern games features tracking systems where the information that's presented to you in the game immediately goes into like a quest tracker. It doesn't have to guide you to the next point with a flashing waypoint, right? Which I understand. That's what a lot of the white knights and yellow paint people are talking about, is like guiding waypoints, aka that motherfucker right there. Like, they'll make fun of people for using guided waypoints and big yellow paint on the map when they themselves are using the yellow paint and the guided waypoints. But then it completely fails in other areas just to update a journal with some simple information to help players remember what they were working on if they have to log off or they go away or they do other quests. That kind of stuff is missing. What chapter am I on? I'm on chapter 3 right now. We're in chapter 3. So, great job at exploration. We obviously have lots of yellow paint, and we have lots of glowing particles on objects that you're supposed to interact with. Lots of big red X's. Not only that, but we could open up the map really quick. And if we go to like the map and we scroll out, you can see all of these are waypoints. That's yellow paint, honey. That right there is yellow paint, sweetheart. That's a giant quest marker that tells you where to go. That is yellow paint. So the game is full of yellow paint, even if it's not specifically colored yellow. And I think that's the disconnect that a lot of man children are missing, is that they think that that's not yellow paint, and it is. So the game does a really good job of guiding you in some areas. It does not in others. So yeah, it's just a polish thing. And I have no doubt that they will fix this kind of stuff over time. The fact that they've already come out of the gate saying, we realize the controllers suck. The controls suck. We realize that. We're fixing it. I'll be very interested to see what are the other types of changes they fix in the coming weeks and months. The problem is going to be, because I have such a packed schedule and I have so many other games to play this year, is going to be whether or not they make any significant patches before I need to do my initial review or my final review. Because, like, I remember with Stalker 2, everything was broken, right? And we did a 62 or 63 hour playthrough for our first playthrough. They didn't make the first AI patches until like a week after I finished my first playthrough, and I was already off to the next game, and it was like, well, it's cool that you patched all the AI bugs and issues, but I've already finished the game and I'm off to the next thing. So I guess I'll come back when the DLCs drop and I'll check out what changes have been made to Stalker 2 then. Because this is a case of, you know, I've got a couple of weeks to play this game. But then once, I think the next thing because we're playing Renfail 2 right now on top of this. And then we've got the Starfield PS5 launch on April 7th. We've got Returnal next month on the 14th, I think, of April. So I've really only got until about April 7th to wrap this up. So we've got a couple of weeks ahead of us. So it'll be interesting to see if they get a patch in within the next 2 weeks, or if it's going to be something that takes them like a month to fix. So yeah, there's lots of yellow paint in the game. There's lots of glowing particles for anybody who claims that there's not, and anybody who's making fun of yellow paint players. Fuck those people. You can be a casual gamer and enjoy this game, kids. Trust me, I am the epitome of casual gamer. I do play games for a living. This is the day job. I get paid to play. Companies pay me to play. I play a lot of games. I am definitely a casual gamer. And I am finding enjoyment in this game, but it does in a lot of areas feel like an early access title that needs a lot of polish. So it's going to be interesting to see where they patch in the coming weeks. So let's go inside here and see what other kinds of yellow paint we can find in terms of glowing particles and stuff. Because we've obviously been led here And there's a big thing on the bottom of my screen that says look for survivors in the manor. That's yellow paint. It's telling me what to do, right? You're supposed to go inside. Look for survivors. It's pointing me where to go. There's symbols on the wall. Yellow paint all over the place. Purple markers on the mini-map.
No one made it out alive.
A big red X. I think any game, any game, every game that comes out, they patch over time and fix it. That's how game development is done in the modern era with digital downloads and everything. So I'm not concerned about whether they will patch things. Like that right there. Perfect example. It's a big glowing thing with yellow highlights and particle effects. That's yellow fucking paint. Duh. Duh. I love it. There's no yellow paint in this game. Casual players need to go home. Yellow fucking paint. All over it, man. I love it. Oh, what color is that, kids? Anybody tell me what color that highlight is? Bright fucking yellow. What's that? What's that? There's no yellow paint in the game. Oh my god. I'm gonna milk this one for all it's worth because this is going out on YouTube and it'll also go out on all the socials later. And the White Knights are gonna come out of the woodwork and trash this video when it gets published on YouTube. I guarantee you. Just wait. You'll see. I do love the fact that we got a new vocabulary word today from Dwan, I think was his name. No, it was the other guy we rescued on the wagon. Cunt knuckle. I'm totally gonna figure out how to use that one. By the way, let's pick that up since we've been prompted to steal it. Somebody saw me and I lost -5. How did someone see me? I'm fucking reloading an autosave because I'm in the middle of a goddamn manor where everyone's dead and I got -5. Ain't no way you're penalizing me for looting something in the middle of a manor where everyone's dead. There is no word on when the next patch is coming. Nope. Ape Camera says you lose rep even when no one sees you. Ew, then I don't want to steal anything. That's pointless. Yeah, the statue saw me. Yeah, the old NES days, we never got patches, but these days everybody patches stuff. People won't like this game because it involves a lot of reading and patience. People don't seem to have that ability anymore. That's just not true. That's fundamentally not true at all. I love reading, and I have lots of patience. However, what I don't accept is going back in time in terms of quality of life features. Perfect example of this is if I'm traveling to London from the United States, I'm not going to take a wooden ship. I'm going to fly on a modern jet plane because that's a modern quality of life feature, right? There is zero reason to go do it the slow way, the hard way, on a wooden ship where it takes me months to cross the sea. I might die, I might drown, I might get scurvy. There's no reason to go back and go on a wooden vessel just for the sake of going on a wooden vessel. I'm going to take the jet plane because that's modern quality of life. It's the same thing with game development. When we have progressed game development to the point where even an indie team with a $10 million budget can get quest tracking in their game, that is definitely something that we're going to point out in a $150 million game. Because if a $10 million game can have it, the $150 million game damn well better have it. Because that's a quality of life feature that we have come to expect. Key binding. Not being able to bind my keys, not being able to change my keybinds in a 2026 game, unacceptable. Not having accessibility options for people who are colorblind, or people who are hard of hearing and need, or hard of sight who need like the text-to-speech stuff to help them play. Not having accessibility options in a game in 2026 is unacceptable. Like, those are the types of things we're talking about when it comes to quality of life features that are mandatory in modern games. And those are the types of things we can look at in this game and say, ooh, wow, that's bad. Why doesn't this have that? Why not? Like, why doesn't this game have that? And we can criticize that because it is something where it's like everyone should have that. Everyone else does have it. Why don't you have it? Get that shit in. And hopefully they will patch that kind of stuff in. I know the keybinds are a big thing for a lot of people. Studman says, it took me a whole fortnight to get to London and I almost perished several times on the journey. Ali says, I have no respect for people who clamor for things that are outdated. Yeah, it's silly talk. By the way, the cat thing is hilarious. Like, I love being able to have my cat on my shoulder. I love that it just jumps up. By the way, I saw someone, I didn't know that you could do this. Apparently you can get outfits for your animals. And so I need to find outfits for my cat. 100%. Got to find outfits for my cat. Is that? Is that potentially something I can crawl under? No. Oh, I bet I can steal these pumpkins. How much you anyway? If these say steal and there's no one around, that's okay. There's a maid. I could carry her. It says that I'm stealing the pumpkin. Dude, there's no one here. Who the fuck is gonna see me take the pumpkin? These are the kind of things I look at and go, what the fuck, man? Did you literally just put an AoE tag on every single item and say, if it's within this radius, it counts as stealing? Because if that seems to be the way it's done, is like there's a radius tag. What needs to happen is there needs to be a tag on the NPC, and if an NPC sees you stealing, then you get caught. But if there's no NPC around, the NPC should be the flag of whether or not you're getting caught. I have a bandit mask. Unless it got unequipped. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. It may have gotten unequipped when I did the... And now my L1, R1 are not working. Now they're working. It got unequipped, I think, when I put the priest mask, or the priest costume on. That may have been why. Hold that thought. We're going to save the game. Also, here's another nitpick. Look at how many menus I have to go through to get to the save, right? Just let's count the button presses for me to get from the game to the point where I want to do a manual save. Let alone quick save, because there's no quick save option on the PS5. So let's check this out. So I want to save the game. 1. Okay. Then I got to pan all the way over to the Others tab. And then if I'm over on like Knowledge, I would have to go over here. There's half a dozen button presses just to get me to the save load game screen. Why? 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 Maybe it's the dead soldiers that are seeing me steal stuff. Because they're laying on the ground. Totally acts like there's supposed to be something right around here that I can steal, unless it's like underground. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if it was because I had my mask on or off, because I had my mask off. Let's try to take that now and see what happens. Hang on, let's sneak first. Does that contribute? I don't want to steal the box, goddammit. I want to steal the object in the box. Still got -5. That's such a lame... Not a fan. Not a fan. Dun, 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 dun. I'm used to like 99% of other games where you can just steal stuff as long as no one's around, you can steal it. You just can't necessarily sell it unless you're at a fence or something. But if someone sees you, then you're in trouble. But this is like, you're taking things from the manor even though everyone's dead. If this was a Bethesda game right now, every fucking YouTuber out there would be complaining about lack of realism and how this was a dog shit mechanic. And no one is saying anything about that. I find that incredibly ironic. How dare you not let me steal everything? Yeah, they're teaching us that stealing is wrong. It doesn't matter if someone sees you or not, kids. Stealing is wrong. That's so true, JK. Hold up, there's an apple in that tree. How can I get to the apple? Oh, take the apple. How do I get to the apple, though? Can I climb the tree? I'll be damned. So, give credit where credit is due. I might complain about some things, but that's pretty cool. I can climb the tree and grab the apples. See? I don't only complain about things. That's a cool mechanic. That's a cool feature. I gotta figure out how to get to the other apple, though. No, hang on, it was just there, highlighted. There it goes. That's cool. That's cool as hell, man. Yeah, I had no clue you could climb trees, Kieran. Stealing is wrong, kids. By the way, I just snatched a bunch of apples out of their orchard tree. How come no one complained about me? Why? Because they have an AoE radius item tag. And the apples are outside of the radius. But you know these fucking pumpkins? Don't touch the pumpkins, kids. Those pumpkins are marked, man. You're stealing if you touch the pumpkins. Sorry, not sorry. Kieran says I've been knocking trees down with the axe and then running hundreds of meters to catch the apples as they roll away. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Guys, we're 2 hours and 12 minutes in. I gotta take a break. We'll be back in 5. Don't steal anything while I'm gone. Actually, everybody, it's going to be an extended AFK. It's going to be more like 10 minutes. I forgot that I need to, I got to give some cats their medication, so I've got to, it might be like 10 minutes. I'll try to make it as quick as possible, but I do got to give some cats some meds. Thanks to Envy for joining over on YouTube as a channel member. Take a bio, everybody. Touch grass. I'm going to do the same, give my cats their meds, and then we'll be back.
I'm almost done, guys. Thank you for your patience. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I apologize for the extended break. That is real life emergency stuff. For those of you who are not aware, we have a potential... Pretty sure he did get into it because he's not feeling good. Two of our male cats snuck out in the middle of my wife poisoning rats in the chicken coop and brought back a rat, and he had bit into it. Did not eat it, but so we rushed him to the vet. That would have been Friday afternoon. we were in the middle of a Crimson Desert stream. So for those of you who weren't here for that, we had to rush him to the vet. We took both the males because the one we knew for sure bit into the rat. We're not sure about the other one. And then they immediately got emergency treatment, and then they are on a round of pills that we have to give them for 3 days. Yesterday was day 1. Today is day 2. Monitoring them for signs. He's obviously not feeling good. So for those of you asking how are the cats doing, hope the meds are helping. It's unknown at this time. He's definitely not feeling good. He has his appetite. He is eating, but his eyes are fully dilated, and he hasn't slept in I don't think he's slept much in the last day and a half, and he's just like laying down, like he's just sitting with his tail around his side, and he's just like obviously his stomach is in distress, and he's not feeling good. So the only thing we can do at this point is we're giving them meds and just keeping an eye on them. The doctors have told us that as long as he can get past and it clears his system, apparently there is a high chance. He didn't eat the animal, he just bit the animal, but he did, blood contact poisoning. So that's what I was just doing. Was giving meds to 2 of the cats. The one we know had the rat in his mouth. The other one we suspect may have gotten other things. So Frodo is not feeling good, and it's a horrible situation because it's my wife's favorite cat, and he's not. I mean, he's not 100%. I can't say that he's doing bad, but he's definitely not 100%, and we just have to wait. Today and tomorrow are the crucial days because for cats it takes a few days for the poison to really start to set in, and then it takes a while for it to clear. So they had emergency shots Friday afternoon. They had 2 pills yesterday. I just gave them their pills, and the problem is these pills that they're giving them, which is like an antihistamine steroid pill to help with like allergic reactions and toxification in cats. It causes them, they hate the flavor. Like our cats have never had problems taking pills. I just got the shit scratched out of my hand, and the boys are full on like flailing around and spitting and hissing when you try to give them these pills. And then they drool for like 10 minutes after they take the pill. They just drool uncontrollably because the flavor of these pills is horrible. And we've tried, it doesn't matter if we stick it in chicken, if we stick it in tuna, they're still like, and then they start drooling everywhere. So that's why it took 15 minutes, guys. I apologize. Life comes first. We're going to see how he does today. He doesn't feel good, but he's also not, he has his appetite, so that's the one thing I will say is at the very least, he's hungry and he wants food. He ate his breakfast at 4 o'clock this morning. He just wanted me to give him chicken until he realized that the chicken had a piece of medicine inside of it, and now he hates me and he's hiding under the bed. So it's a stressful and tense situation here at our house right now. But thank you for asking. Thank you for the well wishes. Yes, most games need patches when they come out, correct. This is no different than pretty much every other game we've ever played. It'll get patched and things will get fixed. Alright. Now that I got the shit scratched out of me, I probably need to put a band-aid on that. Look for any survivors. You're obviously not alive. That direction, no. Because guess what, guys? The yellow paint is telling me to come over here and explore.
No one made it out alive.
I hear voices. That just leads outside, probably. No, it leads to somewhere. There must be a stairwell leading down or something. Oh, we got something here. Memories or something. Oh, there we go.
Forgive me, my lord. You couldn't manage one simple task. Don't you see he's a stay for his house? Every moment spent beneath the same roof sickens me. Yes, my lord. If he had any sense, he'd run off himself. Driving him out isn't enough. Make arrangements to see it finished. Quietly. As you wish, my lord. Do you have a place in mind? Toss him in the reed fields for all I care. Certainly. Right away. Our family's honor is at stake.
Family honor!
No one must ever know.
Yes, waiting is the worst, Kieran. Especially when your animal is suffering and you just want him to get better. And it's like, what you don't want is for him to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. You want him to get better. And it's like, you know, we're doing what we can. But it's not a fun time at our house. That is not where we need to go. Man, I can hear the voices. See, now it's pointing me upstairs. So I think we need to go find a stairwell up.
I'd better check upstairs.
You think, Cliff? There's a survivor. Pretty sure that's a survivor. There's a survivor! What if I just want to read a book, but not steal a book?
In here.
What happened here?
If you scroll back about 5 minutes, Stubbs, I just did an update on the cats.
He has returned.
There was a break. I got back from the break because I was giving meds to the cats, and then I did an update on the cats.
Do you know where they went?
Oh, over there, through the window. You have to hurry before it's too late.
Track your target by illuminating their trail. Hang on. You know what that is, kids, right there? What is that? Can anybody tell me what that is? Use the lantern to follow the glowing trail. What color is that trail? Oh, what's that? It's yellow? You're following a glowing yellow trail? What? I thought there was no yellow paint in this game. I've been lied to. I was told that there was no yellow paint and no hand holding in Crimson Desert. What's up with that? What? Yellow glowing trail. Well, this game is trash, obviously. If it's got glowing paint in it, this is for casual losers. I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm not going to play this piece of shit. It's got glowing yellow paint. I'm sorry. I can't keep a straight face while saying that. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh my god. Yellow paint bad. Yellow paint for losers. I don't need yellow paint. I'm an elite gamer. Any game journalist or loser who uses yellow paint needs to just stop playing games. Oh my god. I did hit 70,000 on YouTube. Thank you very much for that. Yellow paint, kids. And a memory.
Mother, it wasn't me. In this state, how could I have done it?
Oh, Phil, don't touch me. Stay back.
I told you to stay quiet in your room. If you crawl out to cause a scene. I couldn't bear any longer.
I'm sick of this. Take this and get out of my sight.
Onwards and upwards, yeah. Getting close to 50K on Instagram now too. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, I should say. I wouldn't be surprised if my Instagram surpasses YouTube this year, because Instagram is like, it's funny to me because when it was last June, I had like 150 followers on the Instagram account. They were just throwing shorts at it, you know. And then I had that one post that kicked off, which just goes to show you that all it takes is one post sometimes. And then it has blown up since then. What am I at on Instagram? I'm genuinely curious right now. Let me open up my phone. But the rate at which Instagram grows is so fast. We're at 45,000 on... So not even a year. It's been... nine months, and we've done 45,000 followers on Instagram in 9 months. It'll be really interesting to see what happens by the end of the year with Instagram. TikTok is crawling along too. I think we crossed 20,000 the other day. And I think sometime around November we had like 3,000, so it's grown quite a bit over the last couple few months. But yeah, long slow crawl. We just hit 70,000 on YouTube. Thank you for the well wishes. Man, I really want to take these things, but I don't want to get told that I'm stealing. Ah, there it is. Now see, this pumpkin I can take, because it's outside of the realm of the AoE. Whoa! You know what? I better loot that shit because I'm a poor brokey now.
Traymates! 3 swords of legend! Go! Kill that masked bastard!
Please, calm yourself.
What's got you tangled up with that lunatic?
We've no time for pointless questions. Do as I've asked this instant! I'm ordering you to kill him and bring me his corpse!
Listen, Count. We've come to offer protection, not murder. Huh?
What's that?
What's going on?
It's him!
Go check outside.
Got it.
Andrew!
Why so fearful, my dear Count? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Or is it perhaps guilt that makes you tremble so?
Please! You are my own flesh and blood!
Pathetic! But such sniveling suits you perfectly.
My son!
You monster, I'll kill you!
What happened? Sorry guys, that was Chris coming in and she's wanting to make a grocery store run. But they're not open yet, so she's got about 45 minutes. So yeah, I got about 45 minutes and then I gotta head out and go with her to go run errands and do some grocery shopping. So we got a little bit more. So hang on, where was I? I'm really happy about the fact that I can pause in a cutscene. A lot of, games that don't let you pause in a cutscene. For all this shit I've been giving Crimson Desert for some of the quality of life features they lack, let's give them credit where credit is due, because having a pause ability in the middle of a cutscene is a huge win for any company. Does it for moments like this when my wife comes in and says, "Hey, I need something," and I can immediately hit the pause button and go, "What's up, baby? You need me now? I'm all ears." By the way, that's what you should be doing if your significant other needs you for something, even if you're live on a stream, kids, because that's way more important than anything else.
You begged for death when I'd have given it in time. All to side with that demon.
Monkey body. Oh shit, this is a big bad boss fight. I'm about to get my ass kicked, I have a feeling.
These interruptions never cease. I'll take my leave for now. But I'll be back to claim your lives.
Oh, maybe not.
Naira, what the hell's going on?
We came to escort the Count. Then that bastard appeared and killed everyone. Andrew! He's still breathing.
You stay here. I'll deal with him. You two head to Howling Hill. Marius should be waiting.
Track the devil of the Reed Field. I don't really know that I'm in the mood for a boss fight right now. Suppose I could try it and see. God. All right. It says track. Whoa, 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 hang on. What did I just learn? Bonfire? One of the things Avatar Miss of Pandora does a good job of is you have to do this similar tracking thing in that game, but once you've tracked an object, you can just click the button and it'll automatically keep showing the waypoint, so that when you release the track button, you continue to follow. This game makes you sit here and hold this fucking button down the whole time if you want to follow that, which is super fucking annoying. Another quality of life feature that could be worked upon. I've already tracked it. I've already seen it. I don't need to maintain a button press. And then when I do press the button, it like drops me out of my sprint. So it's like super annoying that I have to keep opening that up to follow the trail. Like if I've already cleared it once, holy shit, that view. Let's take a moment and soak that in, because that is an epic view with the ship down there. Now I haven't tried swimming in this game, so I wonder if I can swim out there to those islands. I don't know. But that is one majestic motherfucking view. Shit. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to fight you. I'm fighting you.
You need to strike me down.
And then they make you put your sword away manually before you're allowed to track again. Yeah, it's weird. There's no, yeah, the accessibility options in this game are severely lacking. Yeah, but that view is something else. Ally says, if everything's like BDO, you should be able to even sail the seas. That would be cool. Shit! Help! Revive here. Are they still here? Jesus. Back away, back away. Back away! Get the fuck out! Jesus, man. Get the fuck out. Okay, there is... I don't know what the fuck is going on, why I can't back the fuck away from that dude.
You lack the skill to cross blades with me.
What just dropped? What just dropped? Honey tea. Doesn't heal me though, it only heals others. I'm about out of healing food, I think.
In pain, are you?
Okay, this is...
Stay the right.
I'm dying again. I may need to go improve my gear because I am getting my ass wrecked. Yeah, the camera POV here is not ideal. Come on, man.
Your blood and bones will feed the reeds. You lack the skill to cross blades with me.
So there's an automatic aim assist, which is great. But then when you're getting mobbed by enemies like that, and then he just... Okay, this is pissing me off how he can pop out of the middle of nowhere.
Face behind this mask.
And the fact that his...
You need to strike me down.
His edge just keeps...
Will feed the reeds. I will show you.
I'm not sure how to telegraph anything that he's doing.
Pity that my mask hides the grin I wear. Go on! I've no more time for amusement.
And then I can't see anything in the wheat fields. Where'd that other fucker go? He like disappeared in the wheat. Oh, and there's more? I would love to get like a life tap ability. Alright, did we finally clear all those trash mobs? There's like an interactable object here. Oh, what the fuck, man? Are they just gonna keep spawning if I stay near that, maybe? Let's get away from that thing and see if they keep spawning, because that's mildly annoying. They aren't leaving me alone. Thanks for the Twitch sub, Matrix. Bubbleonia says, I see that you are once again correct in your feedback, and the devs are creating a patch for controls. It's a burden being wonderful, isn't it? I think that a broken clock can be wrong twice a day, kids. That's the humble response. The non-humble response is you're goddamn right. I'm always right. That's how this works. Sit down. Shut up. So, I made the mistake of charging in here. I'm fucked! I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I like ran up here with all the mobs on me. I think that might have been a bad decision. The devs just have to learn how to get good. That's right. Get good, devs. Oh, what the fuck? They're right there on top of me. Look at all that copper up there. I lost the trail, so... These guys are fucking following me. Oh, you fucker!
Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. I have no idea if I'm... Oh, did I just... Oh, you motherfucker. I could have sworn I just saw a trail. I have no idea if I'm going the right direction at this point. Because I don't have a trail anymore. No, you dumbass! Tumble off the rock. I swear these fucking controls, man. There's more reeds up top. I feel like they're wanting me to follow him because I totally lost track of the... Don't you fucking eat yourself off. I lost track of the dude, and I don't have a glowing trail anymore, but there's more reeds up top. I feel like they're wanting me to go up and up and up. He hasn't spawned on me in a little bit, so... I have no idea if this is the right way to go or not. I do know that I failed at using my spirit to... See, those... There he is.
But they do not break.
I wonder if I have to destroy these.
Me so deeply.
Fuck me. Oh, see, you can destroy those.
Do you wish to see the face behind this mask? I've no time for amusement.
You can destroy those. Okay. Now, can I track him again? So I think I might just have to go where those reed things are to find him. I don't see another way up from here, per se. There's some reeds up there. Oh! Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't because I ran out of spirit. So I definitely need to destroy these. Otherwise, they keep spawning. What happened? They get stunned? Okay. I guess I just have to keep climbing until I find him periodically. Yeah, I would definitely wait, Ellie. It definitely feels like this definitely needs some polish. But I do feel like I'm chasing ghosts for the purpose, unless, see that visual up there? I wonder if that's a visual indication. No, see, that's just showing me that they're gonna spawn. Doesn't show me that he's gonna spawn. I feel like it's just random where he's gonna spawn. Jesus, that's a lot. Back out, back out. Jesus, this thing's taking a bit to destroy. I feel like I'm fighting trash mobs for the purposes of fighting trash mobs, and I'm getting sick of it. Correct. There is no point in buying a game on day one unless you're a streamer. I am suffering through because the traffic has been really good. And I freely admit that. I have no idea if this is the right way to go or not, but it looks like a path up. I've lost all tracking to track him. This looks like a giant field of reeds. How much money you want to bet this is the right way, even though I don't have any tracking anymore? Yep, there we go. We found the chase. All right, see ya, Bubbles. All right, I should do a hard save here because if I had to bet, we're probably getting close to a big bad boss fight. No, not load. Jesus. Oh my goodness gracious. Do I have... Oh, I'm taking some more hit points.
Oh, what just happened? Why did it... What just happened? Why did it zoom in on that? That was weird. It's never done that before when I've done a upgrade. It like zoomed in for some odd reason. Huh. Let's redo the hard save because since we just leveled up our health a little bit more. Yeah, this definitely looks like a boss arena, which is why I'm doing a hard save here, because it definitely looks like we're about to face... Stop fucking pulling your bow, dumbass. Alright, here we go. This is where I'm gonna be like, Dark Souls, I hate this game. I don't have any food prepared, so I don't know what I've got on me apart from the handful. I wasn't prepared for a boss fight. You don't take cattle! There's a creepy voodoo doll. Examine the altar. I just did. It's not showing me anything. Examine the doll. I would love it if we could set reeds on fire. Just burn the motherfucker down. I'll do one attempt. Because I do got to go to the grocery store with Chris. So we'll see how this goes. I'm assuming this is going to be your big, bad, stupid Dark Souls multi-stage boss fight. Or not. Okay, there it went. Defeat the devil of the reeds field. I'm assuming it did a save, but on the off chance that it didn't. Excuse me. I don't want to follow another path. Just give me the boss fight, man. I've done enough following.
I can sense his presence. Devil of the reed fields, I have come to claim your head.
I am fully clenched.
You take such a pitiful life as mine.
Clenched and puckered, kids.
Well, you're certainly not the first to try. My own mother and father made the first attempt.
The question is my gear properly leveled up or not? I do have everything to rank 4. Don't know if that's going to be enough or not.
Yet when the plague overtook me in my youth, my father saw me unfit for his...
Yeah, I don't have any food at the moment.
Do you see me for what I
Alright, so definitely...
It would make no difference.
Those are like... He does that and then he ducks away.
This is where your life ends.
That's draining my stamina, that's for sure. I gotta figure out a way to interrupt him. Ah, I missed it. Oh, that was wicked. Whoa, what's this? What's this? Learn in progress. I wonder if I could... I need some sort of a lunge. Because he backs away after every one of those attacks. So if I had a way, I wonder if I could hit him with an arrow. Swift stab. Press R1 after successful charged stab. I don't know what a charged stab is, though. Shortcut. I don't know why it took me to this menu. Press R1 to wind up and deliver a swift. So I think it just showed me.
His words still hang like a noose upon me. Die. How can such a
Oh man,
creature claim
now I
to
gotta deal with
bear my
this is stage 2, obviously.
You are not
Figure
even
out which one
alive.
is the real one.
Shuffle off this mortal coil and honor our family with your death.
Resorting to cheap tricks.
Something about totems. While also defending against this motherfucker. That seems pretty cheap, man. I'm not a big fan of this part, for sure. No, get the fuck away. Get the fuck away, bro. This is pissing me off right now. Okay.
Impressive, but you still die by my hand. One way or another. Have you ever felt the need for a scarecrow's protection?
Oh. Shit, we got two for sure.
Whenever someone stood in your way.
Fuck. Fuck!
Whenever despair sunk its claws in
Food, food, food! Spam the food! Damn it. Wrong button.
helpless and utterly alone.
No! What did you just do, you dumb nuts?
Long to hide yourself behind a mask.
Ah! Finisher, finisher, finisher! I didn't see the button for the finisher before. Food, 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 food. No, 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 food, food, food. I don't know what I just did. I don't know what I just did. I clicked a button. I'm out of fucking... I'm out of... No, 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 no. Food. I'm out of... Okay, I'm panicking. I don't know how I got that lock on, whatever that is right now. And what the fuck did he just do? Please don't stage 3 me.
Behind this mask lies unstoppable suffering.
Then I'll shatter it.
I need to scratch my eyes so bad, but I'm terrified to let go of the controller. Although I can pause the cutscenes. I think we're done, unless there's like a stupid stage 3.
You may kill this single form, but you cannot kill me. Stand and fight! The grudge born by this mask shall live on within every hate-filled heart.
Okay, I got credit. So, having just faced my first, I think that can count as like the first official big bad boss fight. I don't know that it does though, because we fought the goblin dude earlier. So maybe that's the second one plus Matthias. That makes 3. I don't know. That felt like to me like that was the first super challenging boss I've faced. To be honest with you, that wasn't that bad. Because I do feel like I had taken enough time to upgrade my gear before I got to this point. Because I have like rank 3 or 4 on all of my stuff. Yeah, I'm rank 4 on all of my gear. Well, not all of it. I'm only rank 3 on a few things. But I have upgraded my gear. And I've also taken like 3 ranks of stamina. I've taken 3 ranks of health. You know, I've taken the time. We're 15 hours in or whatever. Before I got to the Reed boss. What was that called? The Reed Devil? That did not feel like a Dark Souls boss to me. That just felt like a challenging boss fight in a game. Now, had my gear not been up to date, I have a feeling he would have kicked my ass. I will say one thing though, I burned through like 25, 30 health items. I bet I'm gonna need to spend a lot more time cooking and preparing food from here on out, because if that is an indicator, you know, I definitely took a lot of damage that fight. I'm sure that I was right. I took a lot of hits. So I don't know the mechanics for that fight, and going into it for the very first time, you know, I'm sure that there are ways to mitigate or avoid or completely absorb or whatever, defend against those attacks. I feel like I kind of powered my way through that, if that makes sense. There wasn't really any, I don't feel like there was a lot of skill going on there. There was me going, run away, don't die, don't die, don't die. So it felt challenging, but I will say, because as everybody knows, I am someone who absolutely loathes Dark Souls games. I will not play Souls-likes. I hate Souls games. That did not feel like a Dark Souls fight to me. Because Dark Souls games, you miss a reaction and you die in one hit. Dude, I got hit a whole bunch, and just eat some food and you'll survive. So I don't feel like the comparisons to Souls-like are fair to make in this case. I do feel like that was challenging. I do feel like I could do better. Learn the mechanics, you know, by watching somebody else do the fight, or come back and do the fight again, and figure out what the mechanics of that fight are. Definitely challenged, though. That was definitely, 10 minutes or whatever of button pressing, and my thumb is like, dude, what just happened? The Reed Devil boss fight. And that is a perfect stopping point, everybody. I need to go run to the grocery store with my wife. So thanks for hanging out. We will be back later on today. Probably playing some more Starfield this afternoon. We might do some more Crimson Desert. It just depends on how I feel later on in the day. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, lots of videos happening on YouTube in between the streams, including our yellow paint video, which I'm going to push live here shortly before I go to the grocery store. So stay tuned, everybody, and I'll see you later this afternoon for the next stream. Have a great day in the meantime, and enjoy the game if you are playing it.